Good afternoon, I'm Paolo del Rosario. This is Newsfeed on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Senator Paolo Dela Rosa says he will face the ICC prosecutor if necessary. In an interview with Bilyonaryo News Channel's At the Forefront, Dela Rosa says if the ICC will request an interview, he will be willing to grant it. Dela Rosa, with 4 other former and active police officials, are respondents to the Duterte drug war case in the ICC.
If they're going to communicate with me, then I will talk to them. If they're just going to interview me, then I will give them what I know, everything that I know about the war on drugs. Sasabihin ko sila, mag-usap kami. But it doesn't mean that I submit myself to the jurisdiction of ICC. I'm just going to be friendly with them.
Senator Bato, good morning.
Good morning, Atty. Karen, at good morning sa ating mga viewers.
But Dela Rosa insists he does not recognize the ICC jurisdiction and will not submit even if it issues a warrant of arrest through the Interpol.
Granting na mag-issue ng warrant of arrest ang ICC. At ito'y lalapit sa Interpol. Interpol has no mandate over and above the PNP. Coordination and cooperation lang yan. So bakit kung ako ang PNP, bakit ako papayag kung papasok ang Interpol, kakausapin ako na implement natin itong warrant of arrest ng ICC na itong warrant of arrest na yan for me, it's not official and it's not legal.
Senator Dela Rosa threatens to sue police and government officials if ever they insist on executing an ICC warrant because he will only submit to Philippine courts.
So kung gagawin nila yan, I am telling this frankly to the PNP or to whoever law enforcement na gustong mag-effect ng warrant of arrest issued by ICC, if they are going to do that to the PNP, kakasuhan ko kayo ng illegal arrest. At kung yung mga opisyal na magpapacilitate niyan, I will sue you for graft. Kakasuhan ko kayo ng graft for doing that. Dahil that is illegal. Hindi yan galing from the Supreme Court. Well, if the ICC can produce a warrant of arrest coming from our Supreme Court, coming from our local courts, then hands up. I surrender. I will submit to the jurisdiction of Philippine courts.
Commuters may soon be able to hop on the LRT directly from the PITX and the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The Light Rail Manila Corporation says Phase 1 of the LRT-1 Cavita extension project is nearly finished. Agatha Gregorio gives us a glimpse of the largest of the 5 new stations.
By the 4th quarter of the year, an LRT station close to the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and one connected to PITX are expected to be ready for passengers. The Light Rail Manila Corporation says the first phase of the LRT-1 Cavite extension project is 98.9% done, and that includes the Ninoy Aquino station near the airport and the Asia World station by the public transport terminal. This right here is the Dr. Santos station, meant to be the end station for LRT Line 1 extension for Phase 1. The LRMC tells us they put up various measures to make this and the rest of the 5 new stations PWD friendly, such as the tactile paving we see right here for the visually impaired. There will also be 2 elevators and escalators for each of the new stations.
Commuters can expect better integrated, a better commute, and also more integrated train stations. All stations are connected to various modes of transportation. For instance, here at Dr. Santos Station, there is an intermodal facility right across with designated bays for UV Express, jeepneys, also buses.
The LRMC adds the Dr. Santos station is the largest of the new stations. All that's left before opening are simulations and other initiatives for operational readiness. As for phases 2 and 3 of the Cavite extension project,
they are still undergoing the right-of-way acquisition, which is care of the government. LRMC is in charge of building the stations once the right-of-way is free and clear. It has to be 100% complete before we can begin any construction activities.
The LRMC adds that once the government gives the go signal, it would take about 4 years to complete the stations. Agatha Gregorio, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Australia raises its terror threat level from possible to probable. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says the move follows an advice from security services, which cited an increase in extremist views in the country, but clarifies there was no imminent threat of an attack.
An imminent threat or danger. But the advice that we've received is that more Australians are embracing a more diverse range of extreme ideologies, and it is our responsibility to be vigilant. To be clear, this is the same threat level that was in place in Australia for more than 8 years before it was lowered in November of 2022.
U.S. authorities warn of life-threatening storm surges as Tropical Storm Debby bears down on Florida. Debby is already lashing Florida's coast with strong winds and rains, already packing winds of more than 100 kilometers per hour. The storm could reach hurricane status today. Metro Manila's office markets is expected to be affected by the ban on POGO operations in the country. This according to Colliers Philippines, a full-service real estate brokerage firm. It says the ban on POGO may stall the rebound of Metro Manila's office market. It forecasts office vacancy rates to rise to 22.2% from 19.1%. However, Colliers anticipates the effect will be temporary and may not have a lasting impact on office demand, as traditional firms and IT BPM companies continue to lease space. The Philippine Stock Exchange falls on the first trading day of the week. The local bourse losing nearly 2.6%, slumping to 64.34, joining a regional decline. Value turnover at 5.6 billion pesos. Decliners outnumbering advancers at 175, aside from the PSEI, and other Asian markets also suffered declines, with Japan's Nikkei 225 entering bear market territory. Here at home, investors are awaiting July's inflation printout tomorrow, which the Philippine Central Bank expects to hit and even breach the 4% mark. And those are the news at this hour. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Stay tuned to Bilyonaryo News Channel for more top-of-the-hour news. Catch us on Free TV, Channel 31, and also on our website, bnc.ph. Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top.